And we're hopefully live. It's not like you said. Okay. And it's not ending my game window. Okay. Okay, it lets me move my thing around. Okay. It's my first time using Restream. This is mostly a test. So, is there some way to get it smaller? My screen? Yeah, that didn't work. I guess it did. I just have to actually like sit back. Okay. But it doesn't give me the whole. All right, that's perfect. All right. So we're going to start with a new game. You can see I have a couple here. I just changed out a whole bunch of stuff on my computer, including a new C drive. So most of my, I didn't save most of my stuff from the previous. We will go with, yeah. United Nations Earth is fine. All right. I'm going to play an Admiral. I suggest you definitely don't start on a lot easier, like 1 or 2 for your first game. Hyperlink density. I prefer it a little bit less just because it means you can block ways to certain systems easier. Everything else is just kind of personal choice. Xeno compatibility should be disabled because while I think it's hilarious, it is just a really drain on your computer. So I already have this, or the growth scaling reduced, so that means I'll have more pops than normal. Okay, I think we're good. So I'm just gonna play through like the first 20 years or something like that, and show you guys what I'm doing. Okay, so in no particular order, first I'm gonna go to tech. I'm gonna get, you want stuff that gives you research or something specific. Like if I knew I had some nasty neighbors, I'd go for weapons tech, or depending on what you, it all depends on what you exactly need. Here, again, a lot of times I'll go for naval capacity if I see it. But in this case, we'll go for pop growth speed because that gives you more people. And this is Afterburners is an important military tech. I use it on basically every ship, every A slot. Let's go into the fleet manager. So these are really important. You need to find out what is here and the tabs. You'll pick it up as you go. It can be hard to find what you need in the beginning though. I'm just going to click. You can just leave auto generate on and it'll make your ships for you. But if you do it yourself, they tend to be so much better. There's a build using a point defense, and the 2 lasers is probably the best meta build right now. I'm just not going to bother with it. Right now, armor is slightly better than shield. Is better than shield, so you want to get the more armor than shields, unless you're going up against a specific opponent with a lot of weapons that do damage, extra damage armor. Save that. Go here. So I don't have that many. I'm gonna get one. Oh, I don't have the market. I have really low minerals. A good number is like 70 or plus. you can get more. That's good. We have lots of energy credits for those 75, so I'm gonna just buy monthly trades. So it'll buy me 30 every month. And doing this small amounts monthly trades, it means your prices don't change as much as if you bought large sums at once. Okay, so I don't have okay. So let's see what we got around us. Alpha Centauri has a continental world, only 12 size, but we'll explore that one first. Science ship. All right. So more science ships I have out, the quicker I can discover things. It's kind of a race in the beginning to get as much as you can, but you have to not like. You need enough defenders too if you get into a war, and you won't be fighting anybody really until you discover them, but you'll discover your nearby neighbors pretty quick depending on what your settings are. All right, so let's go over what I just did. I redid my ships. These haven't been upgraded, but it's kind of a waste of alloys to upgrade them at this point. So I'm just going to leave them how they are. I can use them to scout though. You just got to be careful because they'll run up into a red thing in any type of spaceborne fauna or ships and attack it and die horribly. All right. I can't do anything in the Empire Earth. Right. I need minerals really bad here. So let's unpause, go at normal speed and see how it works. Huh. Let me see. I don't have chat. That's a problem. Here we go, chat. Oh, hey. Oh, okay. No, it's just somebody trying to get me to buy things. That figures. All right. This is all. I'm using Restream, and it's really into it. Blah, 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 blah. I can pronounce words, really. Intuitive. Really intuitive. Okay, so I haven't been paying attention, but I have enough Unity to get another scientist. Right. I want the cheaper ones just because I need more scientists over anything else. And we have enough minerals. We can get another mining district. And then we'll get yeah, it's telling me my buying minerals is too high. I'm just gonna check. All right, I don't have 3 leaders. A lot of times I will start with my president being a scientist, but that means I go over and cost me a whole bunch of Unity, which you don't have a lot of at this point. But since I didn't do that, I can build another science ship, and cool, I got the scout trait. Really, really helpful early in the game. I'm just gonna fly around, try and find choke points, habitable worlds, and alien species. I'm going to get another scientist, and then we just save Unity for, again, I'll go for the cheap one. I'm just going to save Unity for, oh, shoot. If you're worried about money, don't do the research stations. They really, really help with research, but I read a little bit helps with research. It's been reduced recently just because people spammed it too much. I'm tempted to boost the speed up a little bit. Okay, we got a precursor. There's one of several different precursors. They generally give you a really good bonus. There's one or two that are like subpar, but there's things like a relic world, a ruined ring world which you can repair, a relic which will let you turn worlds into Gaia worlds. There's a whole bunch of good stuff in there. Okay, we want, generally I go for discovery first. Your other option would be expansion if you are going to be playing really, really wide. Some supremacy if you have to fight somebody really quickly. Or prosperity if you are having economic troubles. Harmony is good for, I guess you'd go harmony too in the beginning. It's just generally all around, probably one of the better. Traditions. Okay. Discovery unlocked. Now I have chart the unknown, so I'm going to go use chart the unknown, which gives me map the stars, which gives me more survey speed, higher discovery chance, and then doing discovery tradition here gives me increased anomaly research speed and eventually increased research speed. So I'm going to go boldly go here first, and then I'm going to go down this one because the databanks isn't that useful. It's just at this point, it's not enough. You don't have enough research bases to make it worthwhile. Still have 3 jobs. It's good. You want, so in this thing, you want always a couple extra jobs open if you can. And you want to make sure you have both housing and amenities. Me and pronouncing things. Amenities. Okay, I could go expand the council. Or chart the unknown to get more research speed or more survey speed. So we're gonna go chart the unknown now, just because. Spark of Genius, yes. Spark of Genius is the best trait because you want 1 or 2 scientists always going for Spark of Genius just to get the extra research speed. So now I'm getting a bonus from all my leaders at least. Hello, Carson. I'm doing okay. I just got back to streaming. I just had one problem after the other, starting with my health. So I haven't streamed for a long while. And it's not like I had a lot of viewers to start with, so. But better internet connection. I actually have a camera now. Hoping to do a little bit better. It's only been 3 years so far. So we'll go for another industrial district, and then we'll go for a research station. Fertility creature. So again, this gives me pop growth, which is really important in the beginning. And the little extra food is nice. The other 2 are good, but not as good as that one. Let's see, Ministry of Defense, huh? Any of these increase speed? No, we'll go hostility. Where is this guy? Holding shift, I can give multiple orders. So I can tell it to do the minerals and then the research, or I could tell them to build a couple different places in a row. That's good too for if you're doing anything with the market. Each of the shift, alt, and control, if you hold it down when you're changing stuff here, like I did with this, hitting control, I can do by 10. Hitting shift, I can do by 100. Really simple. Let's get high numbers quick. Good to see Bernard star is basically useless. So we're going to do Bernard's star next. Eventually, I'll get a custom 2D or 3D stuff, but right now I have so few people, so few. I just literally got back. I have so few watchers. It's not worth me dropping the money. Okay, we're gonna go over there. Let's just see if this connects. I think it looks like it does here, but I want to make sure. When you're colonizing worlds, this number it shows over it is the number of districts total. So a lot of them will have additional planetary features, which means you can't use all the districts. This one's really, really good. These will be modifiers on the planet. It's an alpine world, so I only have 30 habitability. If it's under 50, don't even bother colonizing it. There's a couple edge cases where you can use like a robot or somebody or something. And if you have multiple species, they can each have different planet types they like. So you can colonize different planets, which is nice. Okay, yeah, look at that. So I have all these buffs to speed on research, and look at how our surveying, and look how slow it is. We're going to start doing 2-speed. I generally save anomalies for after I've gotten my border set up. Okay, that was a... Oh. Well, that is nice. This is nice because there's Unifile, so they're not going to be pissed at like anything I do. And it means this whole way is like blocked by from other species. So again, shift, starbase outpost. So I'll build the mining station and then get the outpost there. I am going to build a colony ship here. So 12 is really too low. You want to look for things that are 15 and above. But I don't have a lot of choices here. I have this. The 16 I probably should have done first. And I want to try and look for and get terraforming. So I got to keep an eye out for that tech. All right, how are we doing here? All right, we're going to buy the industrial district now. And then we'll do, oh, I already have it. Okay. Auto blockers on Sol. So a little trick. This increases the size of your collection range, I think, to 2, so I could get Cyrus right now. But with this, I'll be able to build 2 ships, and I'll just build a station on Cyrus. So the way it works is, if you look at Sol, shoot, you can't see it. Okay. That 42 is how much trade I'm getting. Higher numbers are better, obviously. There's ways to turn trade into lots of different things, including consumer goods and Unity. But right now, I'm getting like half of my trade in energy credits, I think. Policies and edicts will tell me. Trade policy, wealth creation. Oh, no, it owns us a whole. Nice. All right, so I need more consumer goods. We're just going to drop this by 10. Buy a couple extra. So it looks like this is all cut off, so I don't have to research that. I will probably just tell the survey ship just to get, I'm looking for the choke points. So if I get all the choke points, I can just build my territory up to there and then hold that whole area. And that's why I'm going to keep going right here. Survey system, survey system. Again, getting Spark of Genius on that guy. Okay. So just check my totals. I don't really need this many consumer goods, but I need at least 200 to build a colony. So if I want the colony on Cyrus, I really need that extra little bit I was producing, which I now have. So I can now build colony ship. And I'm just going to build some more corvettes. A little trick is having a powerful military actually increases your influence, which lets you do a whole bunch of diplomatic things and build outposts quicker. So I found my first alien. We'll assign a scientist to talk to them, try and talk to them, discover who they are. There's another alien. There's a general hint. If it's in your home system, then it's going to be, you don't have to research it right away. It'll be one of the little like outposts, NPC outposts. If it's outside, it'll be either something like space fauna, or it'll be, oh, this is a AI player. Oh shit. I probably should have built there. So I can tell because I can see they're really close to my territory. I can see them, and I can see it's a construction ship over here. And here I can see that this is occupied because it's yellow by somebody. So I'm just going to turn him back to Automatic Explorer. Actually, I'm going to go explore over here. And there's my third one. And this is a science ship. So I'm just going to skip to here. And then I'm going to go to the other side really quick. All right, how are we doing for food? We have tons of food. All right, I will do service. This will help me clear blockers. Fusion power is important because without the power, your ships can't have the more advanced weapons anyway. So right, I am going to keep the weapons as I have. So I want either the corvettes or the geothermal. I'll go for corvettes now. I'm okay with minerals. All right, so I can see that this is a station, so I don't have to get that one right away. And I already have 3 I'm researching, so that's all the most I can do. Okay, so if you weren't paying attention right there, my leader just got the charisma trait, which gives me more edict fund. Edict fund is what this is over here for. These are just small bonuses, but there's some really good ones here. Like if you have immigration between you and an alien colony and you pop this, it'll give you a bunch of their pops moving to your space. This make sure you switch ethics really quick if you're trying to switch ethics for some reason. For example, you captured a world and they're all the wrong ethics. And then this lets me get 2 more starbases. And they build faster. So that's important. So all these numbers scale based on what my empire size is. Once it gets to 100, you start taking penalties. So yeah, I'm already at 77, but a lot of that is because I have 2 colonies. Right. I don't even have the influence for it. So we will build. That's new. I don't remember that one. What? Oh, that's cool. Okay. Yeah, surprise. All right, I was going to build 2 more Corvettes. Quick, easy shortcut, space, pauses it, or unpauses it. You can change the time by plus or minus, or just clicking the keys up here in the corner. It's another one. All right, I'm just going to jump up here. Jeez. I think there was some amoebas that jumped in the system, and that's why my guy ran away. All right, I can just automate this one. It's just a quest. Oh, that sucks. I didn't realize it would go away. Let's see if I'm going to shrivel up and die. Not quite yet. Okay. All right, I'm now going to. Oh no, I'm still lacking. All right, in that case, we'll build another Corvette. So, putting gun batteries on. There's a couple things in here. Trade. Trade is reduced the farther out you are from your home system, and pirates will pick up, especially if there's a lot of trade going through an area. You can reduce it by having space stations nearby. They start by just reducing the nearby systems, and there won't be any, or not very much, piracy in the system they're in. If you look here, it says trade production. That is reducing piracy in the area. So it's giving me an extra +1 system away and increasing it by 5. You can also have small fleets of Corvettes going back and forth. I'll show you how to do a patrol in a little bit. And they'll reduce piracy too if it's a really big problems. All right, my colonies don't have jobs. Colonist jobs are pretty much useless. So we're not getting that other colony in a while. I'm going to get mining districts. I think this other Cyrus is probably going to be, yeah, Cyrus is going to be for commercial goods or consumer goods, because I will need a lot of those very soon. All right, I need research and that stuff. So this, you can do pretty good with Unity by just building one of these monuments on every world. Hollow theaters are really good at getting amenities up, but your normal clerks from the city district or commercial zones will also do it. They're just not as good. You need research labs to get more tech quicker. After you have one of these, you can build admin offices to get more Unity as well. And Unity is what you spend for these traditions over here, if you hadn't figured that out. All right. You want to specialize and focus on producing one or two things on each world. So a lot of times I will only produce like minerals or energy on one world, and then I'll do like science or administrative, or especially in the borders, you want strongholds, because that can basically, they can't go past. There's a tech that makes it so they can't go past your star bases or the upgraded stronghold, and it can take them a while to invade and take that, and it gives you a bunch of time, especially against something like a fallen empire, or if you're right next to a fanatical purifier or somebody else that's really nasty. Let me get this skirmisher. There's a speed I wanted. I probably should have built those two buildings on Earth a little sooner. Okay. I'm just leveling up one of my scientists to research all this stuff that's all these anomalies that are all over. Well, there goes my fleet. All right. And my Jonas and my fleet admiral's dead. That's not good. Oh, no, they're not dead. Good. Yay. Okay, I want to get over here as quick as possible. Oh, I don't have them. All right. If you just want the best, Easy Prey gives you more damage to them, which for Void ones might be a good thing, but for almost every other one, you would be better off taking the special, the thing with a special project, because that gives you like a small little boost for researching additional things about them. This gives me, every time you finish a first contact, you get some influence. So this gives me 30 influence. And so we're already researching these. Yes, we're already researching down here. All right, so we'll research. All right, we'll do this one. I'm just reading through, see if I can figure out if from just from the description what it is. Because there are alien vessels over here, but, and we can tell they have the Antari system, but we don't know. That's supposed to be a waste of time. I will go over here and research there. Okay. Okay, build 2 corvettes. I need to replace what I lost. Shit. I'm probably going to have to get nasty with these guys because they just jump past my block. I can't stop them because I can't stop them from going through my territory right now because I don't have contact with them. So they just went past and built a station over here, which is something you can do to the AI as well, so keep an eye for that. That's a good roll for me. All right, since we have no influence really, we're going to go back and build one of those. Sure. Now I keep going over here to the shipyard, putting shipyard on the side here, and building my ships. If I want to change the starbase, I need to go to the starbase tab. If I want additional firepower on a starbase, especially one with like gun batteries or hangars, which those two are generally the best modules, you can go to defenses, and defenses will let you build these defense platforms. There'll be different types eventually, but they're just extra guns for a little extra alloys. All right, that gives me my first tradition completely done, which means I get my 10% research. I'm gonna go here, and I'm actually gonna take the tech, extra tech. I'm gonna be doing, yeah, you see, I was probably like 80 something months before, now I'm like 30 because I just built that one building. Okay, we'll do expand the council. I'm going to change my, so you can go to the government tab. Each of these are important. Council gives you bonuses if they have concert traits. Policies and edicts are really good. This here, you can change a whole bunch of stuff. So we're going to change our typical event, which means we're giving them a lot better holdings or a lot better terms. So that one's almost done. Build here. I think I'm just going to build here and then build here to keep them from going past, and then I'll go figure out what's going on in the other mess. This one's almost done too. If I'm lucky, there'll be a world up here. So I have 300. Get 3 more ships. All right, this is finished. So we're just going to build. All right. I didn't get the bonus because they researched me first. But now I am good. I'll build here, and they probably won't go past. Because if you don't build it right next to another system, there's a penalty for the distance in between that you don't have systems. I will actually improve relations with these people and try and make them more friends. A little tip is if you keep getting killed really quick by all the AIs near you at the start of the game, change your actual race. Because I'm xenophile, other races actually like me more. That just gives me a diplomacy boost, and it gives me an extra envoy, which I can use to improve relations while I'm also discovering first contacts. Okay, so that didn't give us what we wanted here. This is the one we want. It's not explored yet. Right. This is just the Marauders. This is just a station in that area, so we will improve there. Okay, let's go to Earth. Okay, we have 3 jobs here. I could use the clerks, or I could build more. We'll build more sciences. Now it's going to pull people from. If you look here, I can see exactly who's working each job, and I can decrease the number of jobs. So if I don't want this many clerks, I can reduce the number of clerks, even if I pull them all off or something. This can be important because they'll try and do fill the ruler jobs and the artisan jobs, and then the worker jobs. So when I build another 2 research center, it'll put 2 more researchers here. It'll pull 2 people from down here, and I might not have enough clerks anymore because it's pulling from there first. And then my amenities will go lower. So That could be a problem. All right, I'm going to put this guy in auto again. And they researched me first. That is rough. All right, we'll go over here. All right, what are these? All right, they're actually not nasty to me. They just built over here, and that cuts me off from like everything. So we will claim this system, claim some systems over here, but we need more influence for that. And we need a fleet. So we don't have enough. We're not getting enough resources. All right, now I'm going to go supremacy because I wanted to attack somebody. So the first thing that does is give me additional capacity. So now I have 40. I can go over this 40, but you pay a lot more. It starts adding up because it increases the upkeep of all your ships. So especially in the beginning, if you go way over it and you haven't increased your capacity anyway. I'm going to pause. All right. So after you get a first couple traits, you'll get your veteran level. This is just a specialization. And depending on what you choose, this is my researcher. I'm going to want, they're a counselor, so we're going to want counselor trait, which gives me another 5% research speed. So this one leader is giving me 11% increased research. I am going to build 2 more of these. I'm going to put a forge and I think another research lab in here. So the ally foundries, sorry, when I said forge, I meant ally foundry. They'll eventually give you extra for every miner, for every metallurgist, they'll give you extra the output basically. So you can get a ton if you specialize that way. And once these, okay, so this says mining colony. Once they get above the 5 population, they will get a specific, oh, we want lasers, yes. Oh, this is good, we want armor. All right, so they're now a mining world. They still have 3 here. We will build 1 city district. Can't get rid of the dense jungle yet. I think that's what I'm researching, actually. Yes, okay. So this also has some dense jungle. And, oh shit, I screwed up. All right, we are going to actually replace these. So why am I doing this? I'm just basically switching what my 2 go industrial right now. This is going to be a mining station. We're going to have some unhappy people. A lot of unhappy people. Okay, so we're going to go over here and see if we can figure out. We're going to research this one. Okay, I don't have another one that's not busy researching something. We will build another ship. Okay, next little tip. If you go into Fleet Manager, you can edit your fleet. Now, you'll see it, this says 1420, this says 1420. 20 is the maximum amount of capacity I can put in one fleet. Corvettes are only 1, but larger ship classes will cost more than 1 command limit. And they'll cost more than 1 naval capacity. So I'm just going to increase this to 20, and then I'll be able to just click on here and click 1 button, and it'll use all my alloys to reinforce this fleet up to full as much as I can. Also going to change them to aggressive and indiscriminate. This just means when they bombard a planet, they have a better chance of doing damage to the planet, killing pops or destroying buildings, but they also do more damage to the armies. And then aggressive means if there's an enemy in the system, they'll go after it. Okay, we're just going to grab those I skipped. So basically, only one person can discover each system. And I'm probably behind back over there. But so by racing ahead, I'm getting the anomalies, and they can't research them. That can be good and bad, because if there is something like here where I discovered a archaeology site, I can't get that archaeology site. I'm going to wait for the pop to go up a little bit more here before I start building more buildings. And this will, okay. So my citizens are moving to another place where there's work. If you look over here, it gives you icons for what you can do in the city. So I know I have extra open building slots because that's what the icon means. I had a slot for population that was over my available jobs, and it was yellow, meaning they were moving to another place. I got to be more on top of clicking that stuff. All right, I am going to replace this with a monument. They're both specialist jobs, so I won't lose any people. Tile blocker, naval capacity. No, we'll go. Yeah, naval capacity. Arson shrimp. Okay, so Krakens, Naiads. All right. I could probably get these 3 systems, but I don't have the fleet right now to do so. So we will just hold off on it. Generally, terraforming toxic worlds, the problem is you only have like 2 or 3 generally in your space. So it's not worth a, it's not worth an Ascension perk just to get 2 or 3 worlds, when you normally cover space at least as much as I've explored. So wrong one. I guess we'll go for Kraken. Maybe. Okay, there are equivalent to me. That's good to know. Okay, so let's talk about why I did the switch, because I never got back to that. I did the switch because this has, if you click features, you can see the blockers, but it also has the dust caverns. And I know the dust caverns, when I research the tech, will let me give, for every miner, will give me also give me a rare resource. So I am look for it. There's one for gases and one for like can't remember what it is, something swamp, and then there's one for I think that not crystals, because this is the crystals, motes. I can't remember the name of the mote one. Something dust, maybe? All right, well, we have plenty of energy. We actually are still short on minerals because we're still buying 20. I'm going to reduce the amount I'm buying here because I have a bunch of extra capacity. Actually, we'll just cancel this. I just want to make sure I have money. And then we're going to cancel this and buy 3 extra. All right, so this does the most. That one there gives you the most fleet power. So this is just a normal terraforming. I just need the terraforming sock. Possibly another one to make it, because it's not a habitable world yet. All right. I'm going to keep building ships. Commonwealth of Man. Well, that figures. Good. That means they haven't explored all of that area. All right. I haven't finished my tech yet. Alloys are used in chip upkeep. You can see it there. If you hover your icon over the resource, it'll give you a quick, dirty breakdown of what it's all being used for. So I can see, like, for example, I'm using 3.5 for ship upkeep. There's some buildings that will use upkeep too, specifically the robot building ones. If you go in here and you're a robot civilization, population, there's 2 types of population growth. This one is immigration and just, normal population growth. This one is building them with like a factory or whatever. So there's specific you can double up on different things. Eventually, depending on what my Ascension perk is, I'll be able to possibly build either robots or people. Fusion growth. Oh, we don't not researching either of these. Okay, so I'm going to build the theaters. And then I'm going to build a forge, which I'll later change to the civilian. But I literally need the alloys right now to fight. So, okay, so here's a nice little hit. This is an extremely important planet to research. Where did I don't think I'm going to get it because they're researching it. Commonwealth will get it. Okay. Well, there's an anomaly that pops here, and it's actually kind of important. Well, I guess I didn't get the research. They would have already researched that. Who is my... Okay. I remember having an election. I didn't remember who got the presidency. And it didn't ask us to choose a new leaders for anything. So it was probably my president got reelected. All right, so I caught up with their scientists over here. I'm just going to move my construction ship out of the way. These systems will be fought for, and I don't have a space station protecting any of those systems. So they can just be moved through. And they will be moved through. Curator order. Okay, so there's a couple stations that are important. This is a neutral party. They will like you more if you're in their territory, and they will like you more if you pay them to do things for you. So Iverson Enclave, if you go into here, I'm not getting enough energy right now, but I can become their patron, and then they'll give me like a 10% increase in unity, I think it is. Or the traders, you can buy rare goods off of them. Rare, when I say goods, I mean strategic resources, like exotic gases and stuff like that. Curators, though, will give you research. And because my empire size is pretty low still, it only costs me 1,000. It'll eventually go up to 5,000, but by then you should be able to afford it. I can't really afford the 1,000 right now, but we'll do it anyway. Okay, eventually, they are harming our relations. Of course they are. They rivaled me. Of course they did. Okay. Tempted just to attack and subjugate them. Okay. Evolving society, extra unity. That's really good. Okay. This one's hard because neither of these are really great. And I only have the one minister, so I have to get another minister. We'll get the one with leader experience. And then now that I have that leader, I might as well use him on a planet. So this one's going to be the more important one. I will pop a leader down. Each sector has, and this is your starting sector where Earth is. There's a little flag there. That's the capital of the sector. Why is my... All right. We're just going to build this to get rid of the amenities problem. Okay, blue laser, that's really good. I would normally go for this, but we're going to go for the opposed effectors. Again, I would normally go for planetary build speed, just because this is a precursor to some other things you need. But I want the gun. Now that we got the text we needed, it's going to be really expensive. But I'm going to upgrade these 20 ships to be the upgraded design. I have it set up in the fleet manager. So when it auto upgrades, every time there's a new weapon or armor or anything. Oh, you know what? I screwed up. Stop. That's nice. Okay. Ship designs. That's what I'm trying to think of. Okay. I've actually passed the point I was going to stop. So I'll just start this war and show you what I'm doing here. But I want to put the afterburners in because that gives me, importantly, speed so my fleet can move faster, and evasion, which means they take their hit less, which is really important. Ships like Corvettes can get a really high evasion stat. It can make them hard to hit for a lot of things. All right. On pause. All right. I'm just going to do Scholar because that's for and these guys still want to be friends. They love me. If you hadn't cut me off, I would love to be friends. Okay, now I'm doing 20% damage with star bases. My next one will be the ship upkeep, so they cost cheaper, and it gives me a little bit more capacity. Now we'll do this. All right, I was talking about leaders over here. There will be traits that affect the planet. I don't have any here, but there'll be like increased energy or food income production or increased production of workers, which again are this whole category down here. And there's also a bonus to all production just by having here it is. So it gives a 2% bonus to the planet and a 1% bonus to the entire sector. So at level 10, it's like 10% and 5 or something like that. Am I right? I don't think I'm right. That doesn't math. Okay, well, not a problem right now. The point is, it's half effect on the other planets. So if I put another leader on here, even though they're low level now, they'll eventually level up and I'll get a full effect of the leader. So I'll get just a slight bit more resources. If I take planets over here, like I was talking about, taking this one, then I will need to make a new sector probably, because the sector only goes up to 4 jumps, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, only goes 4 jumps out. Normal sectors only go 3, but you get an extra 1 from your home system. If you're wondering how to make sectors, this is it. One of these 2 buttons. This is delete sector. This is, I think, it'll be add sector if it's not in a sector. And then you can remove systems from your sector, but it's hard to. We're going to go strategist, I think. All right, we are going to again ship. Oh, I want to delete this on. So my starbase is 1.5. Their starbase is going to be at least 1.5. All right, this is my one I was using specifically for. All right. I can give Commonwealth proof relations. I'm not going to make friends with them, but, well, I might make friends with them because they're far away. I thought I had the solar system. Maybe there's a second solar system. I think there might be an anomaly or something for that. Or it just had an error. Oh no, it's probably just a station inside their space. One of these stations. Okay, I know what those 2 are. I probably just found another one somewhere. Oh, these all suck. I will get the emergency. So when you fight, every day there's a chance your ships will get disengaged from combat if they've taken, if they're into hull damage, I believe it is. So, and then if you disengage from a battle, you leave a battle, that's your emergency FTL damage risk. And you can lose ships or have some damage when you do so. Who is this? I am going to attack you, so no. Oh, shit. Oh, of course, it was my head of research. Oh, that is rough. These are all level 2s. Okay, for now, I'm just going to put this character into there. And we'll do situation log. If you want to know where something is, you can click on it in the situation log, and then click track on map, and it will tell you. So I have to bring a military fleet here. Or if I have a gravity stair technology, I can just bring a science vessel. But I don't have the gravity stair tech, so SOL. All right, I am going to wait on that. All right. Bioreactor turns food into energy credits on the system and gives you an extra job. It's okay. I will instead get more food. And I will start selling food. Actually, I can't do that. Allies get really expensive. I will sell food. Actually, it doesn't matter. I have lots of stockpile, so if I go negative because I get more pops. Again, I don't want a defensive pact right now. Yeah, I'm planning on attacking you, so that would defeat the point. Again, I'm planning on attacking you. That would defeat the point. So now I can't. That's why I saved my scientist. I can't declare war. What is there? They're now inferior to me, which means my fleet's my fleet is stronger. Problem is, if I jump here and then here, I will either finish taking out the station and then my ships will be damaged, or their ships will jump in while fighting the station and they'll have like 1.5k of ships and the 1.1 station versus whatever I bring, which right now that would be an even fight, and you don't want to do even fights. Huh. Okay, we will communication jam. We want to give up food. That was one of the Marauder clans asking me for tribute, or they would attack me. And I just paid them off. It's like I think 10k or 15k or something like. I think it's 10k worth of fleet power, and I just don't have it because it's too early in the game to have that type of fleet power. So in the Sol system, I have this dock ship upkeep crew quarters building on my Sol station. You want to home base to your space station. That's where they will, when you return, that's where they will go. And otherwise, they just go to the nearest like friendly port. Okay, now reduce upkeep. I am going to get rid of the cultist jobs because they suck. Then I will add a Hollow Theater job and another couple mining stations. I will do the same thing here. Population. Oh, I don't have workers. Oh, because I upgraded it to pollinated admin. Okay. So I got that plus 25 fleet. And then I have picked up the Supremacy Tradition. And I have something to give me an extra 20%, which I don't remember what that is. But I'm now up to 78. I can get a lot of these little fleets. Yes, I'll need a leader for each one, and it could be annoying to micro all of them, but so now we're going to return. And you see, it lets me reinforce from a distance. That's a common event that happens, so I would prep for it. And I get my scientists back. Actually, Okay, so we'll go for the Corvette hull points. So that was damage. Destroy ships will often leave debris, which you can research for resources on biological native fauna, or often tech if you're attacking another empire. It's really good if you fight Fallen Empire, you actually destroy one of their ships. A lot of times they'll leave that stuff, and you can get some of their tech. Right. We'll go Trickster 2. I won't piece them, but I will. Okay. I don't have enough trust, so I have to do a non-aggression pack. And I can switch the head of research back to my home. And they got chewed down a little bit. So that negative trait means they'll die earlier. Council agenda for extra. Do military buildup because we might have to replace a bunch of ships. Okay, that's the new shields. And I have the, so we'll do this. This gives us a combat roll, basically. It sets a range that you fight at. Right. So upgrade, upgrade. Then we will start our next fleet. Now I can just go into the fleet manager, create new fleet, and then add ships to a fleet to make it. But when I get bigger, I want at least a second space station, because one station can't, if you lose a whole fleet, one station can't replace them quick enough. So I will change this third fleet, or fourth fleet, whatever, because they combined the third fleet with something else. Okay. Okay, I think we're ready. So we will go over here to claims. What I'm doing is I'm claiming the systems I want. And that's all over there. Then we'll go here, 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 here. So after the first war, these closer ones will be cheaper because they'll be closer to my borders. In order to finish the war, I have to take everything that I just claimed and have like a good war score. So we're going to go up and hit this station and then move down to here and here. I will be horribly out of money, so I can't build a lot of troops. Go to Army Builder. Oh, I forgot about this. So I'm not going to fight through the war because I need to get going soon. Oh, shoot. I'm going to totally declare war and fight, is it? All right. All right. This will increase my fleet command limit. We want that. We'll also increase our fleet command limit when we finish the last tradition in here in Supremacy. So I'll increase my fleet command limit. And it'll give me the War Doctrine, which gives you, it's basically one huge combat bonus. I think the one that I default, because the one I always take, is right. All right. Declare war, conquer. So when I did that, I think I had a civilian ship in their territory, and that ship got kicked out. So it will eventually show up in one of my systems, but now I can go here. So if you click on the station, you can see them actually fighting. Click on the fight, you can see what's going on. I just have a lot of ships. But I have taken some damage, you can see. So we will now go down here. Actually, I might go to Sid, just because that's where their shipyard's going to be. Because it's their home world, it's got the gold thing around it. Gold is the home world. If there's a silver one, it's a sector. Saw there, it's now costing me 2K, and I don't have that for in 10 years. I need 2K, or I will lose the curator tech bonus. That's where their fleet is. They were doing something shady over here. All right, who's Commonwealth of Man? Yes, and yes. So I'm just going to jump back and then attack these guys. I can see where they're going, and they're jumping down to Hedodius. You have to be careful because they almost retook this station because my stuff was damaged and it's still repairing. Now they will replace a shipyard or build a new space station and build a shipyard there. So I bet you they have a shipyard over here. All right, we got the where it is. So I'm gonna combine these two fleets. And then I'm going to replace this leader with the better leader. And then I will let my other leader go because I don't want to pay the upkeep on him. Because, yes, there's an upkeep. Go here, go here. I bet you they're going for Marith. That'll stop them. That's a 1K. Now, this was really good because if their fleet had been at their home world, I might have gotten stopped there because they would have had the space station, which was like 800 plus the 1,000 fleet. It might have done enough damage that I had this to fall back or retreat or something. And then I didn't tell them to follow. And because I don't have that one tech, they can just go past the space station. So they're just waiting for their recharge. Sometimes you'll see fleets that you can't really click on. The reinforcing fleets will be often just like a jump behind. And then also ship. Okay. So this is 12. That's 1K. I think, shoot. I don't know, because that could be up to 1.5. We're going to take the home world, I think. Get the geothermal because it's quick. And you can go here and research. So I have a combat somewhere. It's probably, yeah, the transport that was built. Here's a hint. If the enemy owns the orbitals, the space station above it, don't just build in system. There's an option to, let me click on a system planet, I'll show you. In armies, deploying in orbit, this is on default. You want to click that off, and then they'll just deploy onto the planet. So that's really useful if somebody is going to be attacking you, you know. All right, let's go back up here. Yeah, because I had just taken this one. It was weak. All right. So I'll have the small fleet go over here and just take these extra systems. And then the main fleet will go to here and then here. And this one, again, holding shift. And the reason I'm clicking in the system is because they'll go to the center of the system and attack the space station there. Otherwise, if I gave them orders, they might, like, you know, random around, wander around a little bit, or miss the station, which is always annoying. Okay, I'm just going to start anomalies, and I'm going to start outposts up here. I don't need these systems, but I should take the natural wormhole and some of the systems around it, just so that I don't get in trouble later when they come out through the wormhole, colonize all the systems over there. Okay, we'll get global. This is the most important one there. So because I was improving relations, they took their harm relations off. And then I declared on their rival probably, or I was a rival and these guys were the rival because we were friendly. And so now that they're not rivaled, now that they're better relations, they stopped rivaling me. So now they want a commercial pact, which would give me a little bit more money. Research packs, basically, it gives you a bonus to any of the attacks that the other race has that you don't. And since attacks are generated randomly, that could be a couple. Oh, I can just go up here, right? So this one fits. Okay, I'm going to start bombarding the home world. They will have a large garrison, actually. Okay, for our third try, we're probably going to go Harmony, just because the governing ethics attraction is really good. The more governing ethics attraction, the more likely your people are to be your ethics. The farther away they are, and the more planets and systems you hold, the more likely they will switch to a competing ethics. So not only that, but there's a minus 10% in parasites from POPs, which is why expansion is so good, because they have 25 from systems and planets. That gives you a large bonus. And empire size affects tradition cost and tech cost and some other things. So it's kind of important to keep that low if you can. So we'll go Harmony. And we have a perk. Now there's a couple good options here. Starbase capacity is good. One vision is good. Astral Dominion is good. Master Nation can be good. We don't have enough world to take it. I'm going to do this one because it gets rid of empire size. If we look here, I have 30 from colonies. If I take half of that off, I will have 15 go from colonies. I will be under 100. So, I mean, I'm going to quickly go back over 100, but I'm about to gain another 2 planets. It's going to make things messy. I'm just going to reduce that. And remember, you have limited traditions and ascension perks, so try and plan ahead of time what you want. I'm going to allow the surrender. Huh. Keep wanting to improve. Okay, so now we have a couple important ones. We're going to go for the mining stations because this increases the amount of minerals we get from a place a lot. All right, so we need more here. We will actually get culture. Actually, we won't get culture. We will get civilian industries and then one here. Yeah, now I'm getting a lot more minerals from Cyrus. So is that from the Muppets? Yes, it is from the Muppets. Okay, well, I think you can see how this is going to go. I'm going to bombard their planets. Hopefully, I don't have to use the fleet, but I might have the army. I might have to. I'll check. I'll move over here, check to see if there's any. Click on a planet, and then you click on armies. You can see they only have 160 garrison. I have 191. If I'd kept that fleet commander, I could have made him a leader. But 100, that's risky. That's a fair fight. All right. So we're gonna stop it here. I'm gonna keep doing things because, of course. Okay. Again, farm. Or the starbase would be really good. I haven't built that many starbases. I will, because I want one on the border of each of my territories. So I want one up here, and then I want one here, and some on the border over here. Plus, I'll be taking at least 1 station, 2 stations, plus what's over here. So I'll have a bunch more stations. You can destroy stations. If you look here, okay, I can't do it because that's not mine. Right? If you downgrade a station, it will remove it. I don't believe you can downgrade a station that hasn't been. Yeah, you can't dismantle. Oh, I can dismantle it, but not while at war. Okay. Claims. Definitely that one. All right. End of the broadcast. Sorry, guys. I'm going to wrap this up.